Okay, so this is my vlog 3, interaction 2, and I'm just going to talk about what me and Alexander did and how, my thoughts and feelings on it. Alex and I didn't actually get to do anything. We didn't, like, go out somewhere, is what I'm saying. We just sat down, and he took me through, like, his entire wrestling career, basically. And so she showed me pictures, and then he talked about, like, he showed me pictures from last weekend, I think. He was at Grand Valley for the Fall Brawl, and he won all 4 matches. I was like, congrats, and stuff. And then I was like, so have you made it to States then? I mean, you seem pretty good. And he was like, in high school, I didn't. But the last 2 years, he's made it to nationals, and he is currently ranked 12th in the nation. I was like dumbfounded when I found that out. I was like, oh my. I said things that I can't say on a video that I'm sending to my teacher, but, like, I was very, like, surprised. Not because of him, just because of, like, that's so hard to do. Especially in America, we're all, like, big and fat and, like, bulky and stuff. Like, that'd be so hard. And so he told me that he actually almost didn't get to go to nationals last year because, he was the only one that qualified, and he had to raise $1,400. Sorry, my thing is on my backpack, because that was the only level thing I could find in my room. He had to raise $1,400 to get himself to nationals, and he didn't win, but so, like, his first match didn't go well, and then he, like, got angry about it, and so he took down the next 2 guys in under 30 seconds. I don't know how, but he did. And then he almost won the second match, or the last match, but the guy had a few more points than him, so that guy ended up winning. And but I mean, like, he's still, like, 12th, and I can't get over that. And so, yeah, and just the entire time that we were talking about it, he was so excited to tell me about wrestling. Like, you can tell that, like, that's his thing. That's his thing. He lit up when he started talking about it. It was so sweet because he's such a quiet guy. It was just really nice to see him get really excited and passionate about something, because he's generally kind of reserved. And it was really nice because he was telling me about in earlier interactions, he was telling me about how he didn't have a lot of friends in high school, and it just, you can tell that wrestling was, like, kind of his getaway, and how much it impacted his life. And it was just, it felt kind of special to hear him talk about that and share that with me, because he was just I don't even, like, when someone's just so, like, look at this thing I did, like, oh my god, I'm so proud of it, like, that's how he is with wrestling. And it was just so sweet. I myself have never really been into wrestling. I've never watched a wrestling match. Well, no, he didn't show me one. He was looking for the video, but he couldn't find it, I think. Maybe he did. I don't remember. And so I don't really know how wrestling works. I'm not sure how you get points. I kind of asked him and he explained it a little bit, like, I didn't get it. So that was interesting, getting to talk to a wrestler about wrestling. It was something that I had never done before. It wasn't putting me out of a comfort zone. It was kind of like, okay, like I didn't understand it, but it wasn't something that made me uncomfortable or anything. So I'm looking through the like list of questions that you have on like on what we should be talking about, and none of them really apply, just because it wasn't anything that made me uncomfortable. It takes a lot to make me uncomfortable anyway, so I probably would have felt this way if I did this project with someone else, but it was, I could tell that obviously it was really important to him, but the underlying stuff, like stuff about his culture, about his family, just like how hard he worked at wrestling and how much work he put into like make sure he was in the weight range he wanted and stuff like that. And it was just really, it was, like I said, really special hearing him talk about it and tell me like how much literally blood, sweat, and tears he put into his wrestling career. And it just really made me happy, and it really showed me kind of a different side of him just because he was so happy talking about it. It was a really fun time, and you know, we were joking around about it anyway because we've become friends through this, which is really nice. So yeah, it was a very good experience. I had a really good time talking with him, and I'm really excited to hear what he thought about my video, or about what I did with him, I mean. So that'll be interesting to hear, or like maybe we talked about sharing videos after this is done, so that'll be fun. But yeah, that's what we did, and all we talked about, and how I'm feeling, and I'll see you later, I guess.